today's fish finders that we have nowadays, we can really see what the bottom of lakes look like. But what is an old-fashioned way, but still the very best way to see your creek channels out in the middle of the lake in open water? Still the very best way to do it. Good morning, guys and girls. January 2nd, here we go into 2022. Proverbs 3, 9, and 10. This is a great one right here. I'm going to tell you what, if you'll take this to the bank, don't tell them what you'll take to the bank. I'm just saying. Proverbs 9 and 10 says, honor the Lord with your possessions so that your barns will be filled with plenty. That's right. Honor God with what you have so that your barns will be filled with plenty. Other places in the Bible, he says overflowing with plenty. The key to being successful in tournament fishing, or just fishing, period. By the way, I'm reading now the manuscript for the Catch of the Lifetime book that we'll have out here in about March. We'll start taking pre-orders on those pretty quickly here. As soon as I can get kind of a date, we'll start taking pre-orders on that book, and we can personalize them and autograph them for you personally or for someone that you care quite a bit about. Key to being successful in tournament fishing, or just fishing, period, is preparation and commitment. That's a big deal. Preparation and commitment. For a professional angler, it's a 3-day official practice period that creates success or failure. We work daylight till dark those 3 days, all types of weather, harsh conditions, wind, snow, rain, ice, heat, it doesn't matter. Why? To have success during the actual tournament days. One key to being a successful Christian, a successful believer, is tithing. Honoring God with what he has provided us. Honoring God with what he has provided us. When we honor God with what we have, he will fill our barns with plenty. That's what it says right here. Honor the Lord with your possessions, and your barns will be filled with plenty. And we know we can't outgive God. I've said that many times. Many of y'all have experienced that. Nearly all of y'all have experienced that. Just try to outgive God. Can't do it. Obviously, and here's the big deal. Here's the big deal to think about right here. Obviously, our possessions are not just money. They're not just money. And you know, one of the things about tithing is 10%. What you give above 10% is called an offering, is the way I look at it. Some of y'all might look at it differently. And I believe on tithing on the gross amount of your pay, not the net amount that you get after the government takes its share. I believe that somebody told me one time that, well, you can tithe on either one, the gross or the net amount. And you're going to receive gross blessings or net blessings. Which do you want? You know, and I'll take the gross blessings. I'll take the big ones. But tithing is 10%. And the great thing about that is it's not X number of dollars. Tithing is 10%. So you tithe if you make $10,000, or you make $100,000, or if you make $1 million, you're tithing 10%. So it's basically the same for everybody, rich or poor. Obviously, our possessions are not just money. We also honor God. Here's the big one. Listen to this, because this is very, very important. We honor God with our time. We honor God with our talents, the gifts that he's given us that we use to bless others and to give ourselves self-satisfaction also. And the plenty that God fills our barns with is also more than money. There's the key sentence probably in the entire devotion. The plenty that God fills our barns with is also more than money. It's joy. It's peace. It's great health. It's wisdom. I've said several times, I spent one day in the hospital in my entire life. Until Chris had the stroke this last year, she had spent 2 days, both times to have a precious baby, in her entire life. Our barns are filled with wisdom, with favor, with understanding. Honor God today with what you have, and watch your barns overflow. Not necessarily just with money. May not even be money. It might be joy, peace, health, wisdom, favor, understanding. So many things that make life worth living. So many things that puts a smile on your lips and on your heart every day. It has nothing to do with money. Nothing to do with money. You know, I said that she spent 2 days in the hospital in her life, both times to have a precious baby. Oh, what kind of plenty is that? What kind of plenty is that when you take that little baby in your arms? And you know, the great thing is babies just keep coming. You have kids, you have grandkids, you have great-grandkids. If you can live long enough, you can have great-great-grandkids. And I plan on having those too. I've got great-grandkids already. That's right. Honor God today with what you have and watch your barns overflow. Here's our tip for today. Use marker buoys. That's right, old-fashioned marker buoys to lay out creek channels in open water. That's right, that works perfectly. I still carry lots of marker buoys in the boat. It's the very best way to lay it out. You can follow a creek channel with your locator, your fish finder, and your GPS. You can do all that, but when you lay it out on top of the water, that is a physical picture in your mind of what that creek channel is doing, and it's so easy to find the perfect places to fish in that creek channel out in open water. We catch a lot of fish in open water, a lot of big fish in open water. The very best time to catch them? Right now. That's right, January, February. For the giants, for your PB, get out there and fight these cold days, catch those big fish. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. And remember, yeah, I sure do.